Alright, hello there, and welcome back to another Starfield video. Today we're going to be checking out, or re-checking out, the Falklands Systems Ship Services by Hjalmir. This is a paid mod that I initially did a review of. It's 500 credits, which is €5 or $5, about £4. It recently got a 2.0 update, so for anybody that hasn't watched the original review, I will have a link in the description, but this will probably be me running through it again. So, new 2.0 update came out for it. There's a complete overhaul of all the interiors with more neutralized color tones, lighting feature, decor improvements, and a uniform interior motif across all habs. Hab interior nav mesh, pathing fixes and improvements, Falkland Kestrel ship variants, A, B, and C. 2x1 and 2x2 brig and cargo hull habs, rounded quadrant habs, structural hull caps and variants, Drax quad auto cannon, ballistic and laser variants available, Falkland docker module with immersive decontamination sequence, Falkland bulk plus and bulk max bays, redesigned Deimos optic bays, new structural cowlings and variants, new Swift and Kestrel CP variants, new Hab racers, and buildable Falkland ship models available at the outpost. So yeah, we're going to go check this out. We will be checking this out on Xbox. I will say I am, I'm just going to talk while I load. I am a big fan of this mod. This mod is absolutely outstanding. It's extremely magical, as the kids say these days. I don't know what the kids are saying, to be honest. I'm a 30-year-old man. I stay away from children. Feel like that should be we should all be doing that, especially YouTubers, you know. I don't know where that tangent came from. But yeah, very, very cool, like very, very cool, unique custom ship habs, custom location. I think the only real kind of nitpick I had about it personally, and I feel like a lot of people had it too, was that the location itself is an exterior cell, which means that it loads itself in alongside New Atlantis. So for anyone that's familiar, exterior cells, there's no loading screens. Interior cells have loading screens. And a lot of people like to have exterior cells because it's all cool. Like, oh my god, it's so seamless. The problem with that, usually, is that there's a lot of things that get added to New Atlantis. And if you're using, say you have a couple of mods that add locations, like let's say you have a house mod, you could have one of the other ship mods. There's a couple, I think, that add like their own locations. Because of that, it can tend to, like, performance can be a bit finicky. Now, saying that, the performance itself, the game's improved a fair bit. There was like a performance update that came out middle of this year. So maybe that's it. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to look through this on Xbox, and then we're going to jump over to PC, and we're going to kind of use console commands and stuff to kind of look at each piece more in depth. So far, I'm not noticing any real... I will be honest with you, it is kind of hard to tell. There it is, there, unknown. It's kind of hard to tell a lot of the time whether or not there's going to be, like, you know, like issues with loading or whatever, like FPS issues. It looks like I'm getting a small FPS drop. Again, it's hard to tell. So for anyone wondering, on Xbox, I am playing on 60 FPS target. The frame rate is going to target that. And I'm playing on performance. Performance basically prioritizes that. So lowering internal resolution stuff. That being said, it doesn't seem unplayable. Like, it, again, New Atlantis itself is a bit finicky. It's no Aquila City, you know, it's not that poorly and optimized, but it's still, you know. So we're gonna go to the commercial district. Again, if somebody, usually, I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't played Starfield on Xbox like consistently in like in a couple of months. I mainly play Starfield on PC when I'm doing streams. If anybody, is it normal for like a little bit of FPS drop? Like a little stuttering, nothing major obviously, but is it normal on Xbox? I will say, anytime I test like mods on Xbox, usually it's not too bad, but we shall see.
Just look at it.
Alright, in we go. We got Falkland Systems, very cool. And we head down. You like, didn't I review this before? Did it? I can't remember if okay. Alright, so straight away we've got Falkland Plaza, very nice. First aid kit. So this, I will say, this is really, really, really cool. Again, my only real concern with this is it would be a lot cooler if it was an interior cell, but look, it is what it is. You guys are matching outfits. That's so cool. So obviously we got Tranquility Tea over there, or Tranquility. A banner on his shoulder. Right, let's head inside and check out. Hello, how are you? All right, we have found it. All right, so we've got these terminals here we can look at, and then we got the ship. Oh. So this is kind of heavily inspired by Star Wars, or like inspiration from. This is apparently a ship from Star Wars, or based on a ship from Star Wars, the Ebon Hawk, I believe it's called, which I didn't know the first time I did this. I did kind of understand that a lot of, you know, the pieces kind of had a Star Warsy theme to them. So these are some of the interior. Oh, I remember it had the windows. I remember now. All right, so we got
what can I do for you?
Falklands sales rep. What is that? What in the name of baby Jesus is that? That's kind of cool. All right, so let's.
Anything I can help
Hi
you with?
there. All right, so let's see what ship is for sale.
I'm sure you can find some.
She's got the Falklands Swift, which is, I believe, based on the Ebon Hawk, the Swift 1, which is A class, 2, which is B class, and 3, which is C class, and then they've got the Kestrel. Ooh. Again, this is their Star Wars themed ship. It kind of reminds me vaguely of... I'm 90% sure this is a Corellian ship. Falkland Kestrel A, B, and C. So one thing to note, just you see me swapping there, it takes a little bit more time to swap with Kestrels. So that, you know, that can be, oh my god, very shiny. So what we're going to do is we'll look at the stats very quickly, and then obviously we'll do like a proper ship breakdown. So you've already seen the Swifts and stuff, but we're going to go buy them anyway. We're just going to sell some ships. Sell that. And then we'll buy the Kestrel 1, 2, and 3. So I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at all the different parts. I'm just buying these ships to come out of the way. All right. Okay. Hello. I'd like to modify my ship, please. Sure. All right, cool. So we're... Oh, no. Going to Frontier. Perfect. Okay. So... in structural, we have the usual parts. We have Falkland pieces. So the Falkland pieces are just kind of reskinned different color versions of the Deimos pieces. Orange or chrome. We got the bracer that's orange or chrome. We got the bracer B, orange or chrome. The engine braking. Engine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got bumpers. We got Falkland cap that we can flip around and upside down. I like that. We've got this piece. Again, a lot of them are just vanilla pieces that are going to be reskinned. Ooh, that looks nice. We got side pieces. We got these pieces. These pieces. These are all vanilla so far. Okay. Oh, I like that these are chrome. I like the chrome. And they take color quite well. Again, these I'm not. Oh, these are okay. These are new. These are very new pieces. So I'm not 100% sure on what specifically was added in, aside from, you know, like obviously it says in the video. So I'll probably be going over stuff that aren't, you know, might not be new. These are very cool. Okay, we might have to build a ship on stream with this mod. One of the days. Can I flip these? Okay, these can flip. Okay. And you will assume every piece is flippable. Engine mounts, engine struts, hull A, hull B, Falkland marker, Falkland nose, nose B, nose C, Falkland pipes, quadrant cap. Okay. Quadrant cap A2. Okay, there's like different. Okay. A3, B1, B2, B3. So what? How does that work? Like, where does that? Okay, so does that like? Can I? Can I, like, flip you? Okay, so you don't want to... Ooh, a bit of an FPS drop when you try and use them. When you try and, like, push them inside one of those. So how does this work? Hmm. Okay, so that... do you snap there? Okay, I think you snap there if I could flip it upside down. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Okay, so you're like... okay, they're supposed to go like that. Cool, cool. And then we got... do these like kind of connect together? Can we just make like a... yeah, we can. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. And we could attach these on top, I think. Yeah, okay, cool, cool. We got Falkland risers. We got Falkland riser B, forward sensors, some more Tayo pieces, some Deimos pieces, some Skegs, slope cap, more spine pieces. Okay, we got, yeah, more thrusters, weapon mounts, wings. More wings, okay, and then weapons. Okay, so we have the Thrax Cannon Mark III. This is a C class. We've got a particle, laser, and gauss. So these look all the same. But they shoot different things. Then we've got a turret there. Now, I believe there's an A and B class. If I can figure out how to get... yeah, okay, cool. So there is an A class version. We've got the A class version and the B class version. Or sorry, A class version and B class with their turreted, non-turreted, which is pretty cool. And then at the bottom we have these. What do I need? It says I need something, but I can't see. What am I needing? Starship design, and what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is requirement-wise. Ballistic, laser, quad turrets, auto turrets. Okay, I'm not sure what it is specifically I need because I can't see it. Interesting. And then obviously we have the C variant that you can kind of swap between. So in the bays, we got the Falkland Bulk Plus. This gives some cargo. And the okay, cool. Oh, we can put them sideways? Oh, very cool. Oh, that's really awesome. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Do we Falklands cargo? We do not. Cockpits, we have the Kestrel cockpit. We have the Kestrel cockpit 2, A and B. So, okay. That's just the design, and then we got the Swift cockpit. The Swift cockpit, I believe, has an entrance point in the back, which I'm a really big fan of. Dockers, we have the Falkland airlock on port, and then I'm assuming we can flip that. Yeah, we can flip that. Cool, cool, cool. Engines, I believe there is a set of engines at the bottom. Yeah, there is. So we've got the Supernova 100, 1000, which are basically A-class versions. And we got B-class version and then C-class version. So the C-class version by default is the Supernova 200s, 2000. So we got the 1000 and the 1500 thing. We got the Falklands, helium-3 tanks. Very cool. Gear. Do we have any Falklands landing gear? I don't think so. Grav drives. I don't believe there's any, like, grav drive pieces. No, there's not. And then habs, we have a lot of habs, which we'll get to in a moment. We have any... oh, we have a Falklands reactor core. Okay, and then we have a... do we have a shield? No shields. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to... so we're going to basically... oh, whoops, I apologize. I hit my mic. So we're going to go through each of the habs. I'm just going to briefly go through them on Xbox. So what I mean by that is I'm going to place as many as I can. And we're just going to walk through them, see how the performance is. And then we're going to swap over to PC and we're going to kind of look at them more in depth. So yeah, let's get that. We're going to start with we'll start with the Falkland 1x1 habs. So what I'm going to do is we're going to essentially just do this. We've got the armory, got the control station, we've got the engine bay, the engineering bay, move the engineering bay, a hydroponics lab, living space, reactor core, and empty. So I'm assuming the empties are just going to look like normal. So we have the armory. Let me just check. Armory, control station, engineering bay, hydroponics lab. Okay, cool. And then we'll put the empties in just so you can kind of see them. Again, this is probably going to be like cutting out a lot of the pieces. But yeah, I just wanted to I want to just kind of go through them and just see what they're like. So we're going to go check that and we'll be right back. All right, so we're here. We're going to check out all of the 1x1s. Up the ladder we go. Again, like I said, I'll be looking at these more in depth. I suppose we'll start off all the way over here. Well, that's a reactor. Oh, these look very, very, very cool. All right, so this is... I believe this is going to be an armory. Just going off of the fact. Got some weapon cases. I really like that. They custom sound effects? I think they're custom sound effects. Got a weapon rack. We got helmet displays. We got some stuff here. Very cool. We got some lockers with more storage. This is all very cool. And again, I apologize if I've already covered these, but I mean, it's been a while, so it's nice to kind of refresh the thing. I like the padding. And then this is a room. Yep, this is one of the rooms. Some sort of control room, navigation room. You got the reactor here. Oh yeah, that's a reactor, all right. She's what's that pumping out? What is that, 1.21 gigawatts? Is that a lot of power? I don't know. I haven't watched Star Trek in a long time. What is this room? Oh, we got a industrial workbench. And some stuff here. Performance is good so far. We got, ooh. We've got some plants we can grab. Very, very cool. I kind of wish they would add, like, they actually would add stuff aside from fiber, but that's on Bethesda more so. Bethesda kind of made it so that, like, all... What does that do? What does that do? Oh, that's lights, okay. Bethesda themselves kind of made it that way, so that, like, pieces can be broken down into... Ooh, is this the kitchen? Oh, very nice. Oh, look, we got some fishes. Nice, very nice. Oh, very nice indeed. We got a chair. We got a kitchen, the cooker. Yeah, we got a galley. Nice, so the galley is as usable as the one in the base game. Got storage bins. Oh, cool. What in the name of baby Jesus is this? Is this an engineering room? A warp core? That's a warp core. And then we have empty one. Oh. Oh, cool. And then we have empty two. All right, cool. All right, let's jump to the next load and we'll be back. All right, now we're going to check out the Falklands single berthing 1x1. All right, these are going to be fun. So we got single berth 1x1 port, and then you can flip it for starboard. We've got no fore or aft. Okay, that means there's going to be no connection point there. And then we got double berthing there. And then we got double berthing with no fore or aft. I'm gonna do is I'm going to single berthing. We're gonna put this way. Single berthing with no aft, double berthing port. And then next we have quad berthing. Quad berthing, and then we have quad berthing, no fore and aft. So just for reference, the no fore and aft basically means that you cannot connect them, or they won't be connected via the fore or the aft. See how this one has the doors here, which means you can walk straight through all of these. These ones you can only enter through this side, essentially. Okay, so we got these ones. Let me snap them there. Put you right there. Oh, what? God damn it. All right, we're gonna need to very quickly, we're just gonna put a TB there. All right, and then what else? What are the ones we got? And then we got a Falklands captain quarters. Captain's quarters, no fore aft. Med bay. Whoops, wrong one. Oh no. Med bay, no fore aft. Yeah, captain's quarters, med bay. Okay, so we've got them four. Interesting. We have any more one by ones, and then we have an engine bay, and then an engine bay, port no aft. Grab all these and just pull them a little bit further down the ship. Oh, what are they? Oh, I see the issue. All right, we'll be right back. All right, so we've got the single berth, and then the no aft, and we've got the double berthing, no aft, quad berthing, no aft, captain's quarters, no aft, med bay, no aft, the engine bay, no aft, and then we have another engine bay with the docking port, the airlock. Let's go check this out, and we'll be right back. All right, so this is the single berth here. We got a little bathroom, very nice. We got a single bed. Very cool, very cool. And this is the opposite version, which is basically parallel. As you can see, this version has a terminal there and a bed here. So like essentially, if I was to connect something there, we would lose this. These are kind of a good way to kind of, if you want to force them into a specific way. And then we've got the double berth. Obviously, as you see, we have lost the double berth because the beds are supposed to be there and there. But if we go over to this one, you see both the beds are there and there. And then we've got a bathroom there. And then quad berth, again, we only have the bathroom because we're connecting there and there. But if you didn't have the connection points covered, it would look like this. We got little bunk beds. Very, very cool. Very cool. The beds did work. Yeah, they do. Next we have the captain's quarters, I believe. Yes, we got captain's quarters there. Again, it's cutting off stuff, but if we go over here, this is what captain's quarters look like. Got some storage, first aid box, big industrial crate, nice bed, very nice bathroom, very, very nice. And then we go to the engineer. This is the medical bay. As you can see, this is what the medical bay looks like. And then if we go across the way, it would look like this. We would have lockers, research lab, surgical bed, one of them centrifuges, pharmaceutical lab. This is the engineering one. Yeah, this is the engineering one. We got a little reactor. She puttering away. And then over here, this is what it would look like fully. It would be connected there. We have a little our spacey workbench. Got little buttons. These are. I just want to go over. This is probably one of the up there for one of the best mods out there. Very cool. And then we have this one again, but this one mainly because we're looking for the docker. Oh, it's an actual airlock. Oh, decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress. Log. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck. Sorry, that was a Mass Effect 1. That's really, really, really cool. That's very fucking cool. That's your docking bay, obviously. That's so, so cool. Are we equalizing interior pressure with exterior? See, Bethesda, it's little things like that that would have been like so cool. And it could have been an immersive way to do like kind of the loading screens like in and out of ships. Like imagine like I don't know like if I don't know, is it possible for it to like for you to hide this as like an actual loading screen? Because we have these like in POIs and stuff and habs like non-space habs. We have stuff like this. But yeah, that's all of the 1x1s. We're going to go back now and check the rest of them. All right, so the next habs we're going to check out is the 1x2s. So we got it all in one berth. Sorry, 2x1. Armory 2x1. Berth 2x1. Rig 2x1. Captain's quarters 2x1. Cargo hall 2x1. Control station 2x1. Engineering bay 2x1. Hydroponics lab 2x1. Living space 2x1. Empty A. Empty B. Okay. Did we do all one berth? Okay, yeah, we did. Cool. So obviously, again, I'm going to be connecting these all together just for reasons. And yeah, let's go and check them out, shall we? Why are you not? Oh, we need to go up a little bit higher. Okay, we'll be back. All right, we're back in. We've got all the 2x1 set up. Let's go check them out. So this is the these are the empty ones. Other empty one. So we'll start over here. It's it. I'm gonna start all the way over to the edge and come back to it. Right, so I believe this is your all-in-one berth. Yeah, this is your all-in-one berth. You got a bed here. You got a nice little kind of corner sofa, a chair there, and then we got some beds, some bunk beds there and there. Very cool. And then next we have the armory. As you can see here, we got some stuff for storing stuff. We got some stuff for storing stuff. Storage there. Very cool. Next is, what is this one? I'm not sure what this one is. Again, the naming would have been listed. I think this is like, is this? Oh, this is just a berth. I believe this is called a berth. This is the empty hab A. I believe that's empty hab B. We'll get to the other ones in a moment. Let's go to the next one. This is the brig. Oh, they're like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, I like that they're kind of at an angle. That's really cool. Oh, that's very cool. Again, there. Geez, you can have a lot of people in this brig. Oh, damn. Oh, we've got security cameras. That's so cool. All right, let's head to the. We gotta check. Empty one. That's empty two. This is just living quarters potentially. Got a nice little fish tank. That's very cool. What does that do? Oh, there are lights. Okay, cool. I like lights. The galley does work. Gonna be a bathroom. Oh no, this is something. All right. I think this is just your all-in-one berth. This is the captain's quarters here. You got the captain's quarter bed. Got little mini ships. That's really cool. What is that? Oh, it's a boat. Mission terminal. Does this work? Oh yeah, cool. This is your available missions. Very cool. Assuming this is gonna be a bathroom. Oh no, this is your. It's kind of like your storage area. Door. Oh. Disable. What? How do I re-enable this? Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I don't know how to re-enable it. Oh wait, no. Alright, so I did a thing. Not sure what the purpose of that was. Maybe that's could be a window? I don't know. Alright, that's really cool. And then this is our bathroom. That's our bathroom there. I don't know why it's very windy. I don't know if you can pick up that, but it's like very windy in this hab. this one isn't. Maybe it's just how they chose to do the ambient. What's over here? Oh, this is the hydroponics. Again, very cool. We got all of our hydroponic-y stuff. Very nice. This is a hab? I think this is a hab. Yeah, this is a storage hab. Is it open? Or is that just a light? That's just a light. Okay, cool, cool. This is probably would connect to like a bay. And then this is this the control station? Oh, that's so fucking cool. I'm assuming this is the control station. Oh, I like those chairs. Those jump seats are so cool. I don't know how I feel about that trackpad, but very cool. And then we have this is an engineering. I think this is an engineering room. Yeah, it's an engineering room. I like these little kind of alcoves with workstations. I believe the next one's just called engine room, isn't it? Is it? All right. I believe that is all the habs of the 2x1 variety. Very cool. I really like this. All right, so we're gonna jump back now. Check out the next ones. All right, now we got the Falkland 2x2s. We got a 2x2 brig, 2x2 cargo hall, 2x2 living quarters, empty A and empty B. All right, cool. So we're gonna slap these on top there. What other do we? What 3x1? We've got a singular 3x1. I'm gonna like throw in here. We'll put it on top. We'll put it there. Actually, we can probably put it at the front. Hold on now. All right, cool. All right, so let's go check it out. So again, we got brig, cargo hall, empty A, living quarters, empty B, and all in one. Let's go. All right, we're back in the ship. Excuse me, Gary. God damn it, Gary. Like, we pre-record all of these, okay? Like, you know your place, okay? You're supposed to be over... Just fucking find some Aurora, god damn it. All right, so this is a 3x1, I believe. Oh, yes it is. Very nice. So these ones I kind of think are made to kind of fit alongside the, These are made to fit alongside the, like, they're made more so... I mean, they look awesome. Kind of reminds me of the, the Millennium Falcon. But I think these are more, these fit more in with the pre-made ships. Again, we got a lot of storage. We'll do a better kind of overview of these in a moment. Old captain's orders. Where's Windows? I can figure out how to turn them on again. Yeah, we got a little room here. I mean, aha, button. Aha, that's really cool. Like I'm in a TIE fighter. Over there. Oh, my head's hitting it. Can I not get around there? Alright, I can't enjoy the window, but I can enjoy it from this side. Like a TIE fighter. I don't know, the TIE fighters sound like that, I think. Alright, now this leads to the empty. Yeah, that leads to the empty. We got in here. We got a medical bay there. Yeah, that also leads to the empty. I'm just double checking, make sure I don't miss anything. We got the kitchen there. We can open up and look at. Very cool. Where does that lead to? Oh, that is also the empty. That's the empty A. 2x1. We got some more storage here. Very cool. This is empty. And then this is living quarters. I believe this is the 2x2, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the 2x2. Again, these pieces are really awesome because like they combine a lot of stuff. Like you got a navigation console, you got a little sleeping area, you got like a mess hall, so you can make a really nice like kind of unique ship out of these. Oh, that's the cargo bay. And this is empty one. This is the brig. This is straight out of Star Wars. I really like how that looks. Interesting that it's like not connected that way. How would that work? Well, that's good. So that's quite interesting. So it, like, again, we'll kind of go over how it looks when it's not connected. Maybe how would that connect? Interesting. All right. And then over here we have, we've seen this already. This is the kind of the 1x1, 2x1. Very cool, very cool. And this is the cargo 2x1. We got more. Are they missiles? Yeah, they're missiles. I think that's everything. That's everything. We're gonna head back now and look at the next set. We'll be back. All right. So next habs we got a cross brace. A and B. I'm not sure what they do, but and then we get cross passage. Again, I'm really sure what they do, but we're gonna connect them together because we're cool like that. Then we got a spine piece. Connect that as well. Then we got empty quadrant A. Empty quadrant A. Okay, so can I like make? Okay, yeah, so I can. So we're gonna make a little cube. Alright, cool. That's empty quadrant A, and then quadrant B. Wait, so hold on now. Empty. So these are empty. These are all empty. These ones are full. So we got cargo, living, empty. Okay, so we're gonna do cargo. So then we're gonna do cargo port aft. And we got, what is that one? Then empty port aft. Okay, cool. So I get, why do you don't want to snap? Okay, I'm potentially seeing problems. So your cargo, we're gonna connect. Why do you not want to connect there? What's the problem? Okay, so I don't know why that doesn't want to connect, but that's slightly problematic. Is there a way to go up? Right, so these ones look interesting because I'm assuming these have to like all be connected. Right, so we got, what is we got? We got the car empty, we got the living. And we'll do cargo. Okay, cool. Cargo B. Yeah, okay. So we've got all of these. Then again, I'm not really, so there is connection points for these. And there's connection points for these ones too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just use a Falkland empty piece, and we're just gonna kind of shoot them in there. Up. You go there. I feel like this is gonna be really, like, way too big, but we're gonna give it a go. Right, so these two will connect in like that. You will connect in like that. And then you will go there. And we've got these ones here. Will it all sit together and fit? Probably not. The error. Ship is unattached. Modules was unattached. Oh, the grav drive. Okay, that's fair. Is she too tall? Too few landing gear. Ship is too heavy. How is it too heavy? Alright, we're gonna need drive. We'll be back. Alright. Now let's go and check them out. This one is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Gonna go up twice, I think it is. Yeah, we go. Whoop. Whoop. Okay, we're up twice. So these are the connection points. Gonna be honest with you, I don't notice a real difference in the inside of them. Yeah, so we'll walk around these little kind of... Oh, these are very cool. This is extremely cool, having, like, cylindrical pieces. Very, very cool. Cylindrical, is that the right word? I don't know if that's curved. Them Red Guard warriors from Hammerfell have curved swords. You know, that curved sword is really cool. I like that it kind of goes around. Oh, this is what the interior one looks like. Interesting. So this is A and this is B. Okay, and then the Hope Tech one, or that, sorry, the Nova Galactic one looks like this. Okay, cool. Let me go up one more level. And this is the other one. And let's check out. So we've got our curved ones, they curve around. This is so cool. We got, this is empty. This is so cool. The empty one. We go up another level. This is the cargo, I believe, or just living quarters. Oh, this is living quarters. Oh, these are so fucking cool. Can you put windows on the side? I'm gonna have to check if we can put windows on the sides. Very, very cool. This is living quarters A, and then this is living quarters B. It's just kind of gonna be mirrored of itself, I believe. What does that do? Why is there a button there? The plant is flashing. I'm not sure what that means, but let's not worry about it. We got a bathroom there. Very cool. Then we go up. And the problem is, I'm going to, let me look. I'm going to guess that I didn't connect them. Nope, we need a connection point one higher. Okay, we'll be right back. Alright, so I just look. Sadly, there is no way to put windows on the side. I kind of wish that windows would kind of, you know, would like work. The other thing I want to really quickly do is I want to... Where is it? We've obviously got the Falkland Reactor core. We've got... we got Reactor core there. That's the A. That's the B. We're gonna have an A, and then we're gonna have a C. So that's all. Now we're gonna put these in order. Again, I think we've already seen these from the habs, but these are if you want to have like actual interior cores, which I definitely do. I like to merge my ships inside. So the A class gives us 35 power, B class 40, C class 45. Also increase the crew capacity. Do anything else? Anything else? I don't think so. We have the, obviously we have the, actually, hold on, now we have the cockpit. I forgot about the cockpit, so we'll use a Castrol cockpit real quick. We'll slap in one of them. And then I think finally we will put in our Falkland bay on the side. A little side bay, just see what it looks like. And we'll be right back. Alright, so I can only have one reactor, which makes sense. So this is one of the, this is just a repurposed Deimos hab. Obviously, as you can see, though, it's got cargo on it, which is very cool. We're going to go up and check the cockpit. So first and foremost, let's check the cockpit. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, very nice. Yeah, nice little cockpit. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah, I could definitely get behind this. Gary, why are you floating? And we're gonna go up real quick, just to the very top floor. I gotta catch my breath. Hold on now. I'm a bit like I used to be. Na, 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 na. Alright, are we up? Are we at the top? Yeah, we're at the top. Okay, cool. So this is the reactor. I'm assuming they're all gonna be the same. Yeah, okay. So we've seen this already. Pretty cool, though. Pretty cool. And then this is the cargo space. Oh, this is very cool. A little cargo there. Very, very, very cool. All right, so now we're gonna go check out the ships. I'm gonna do like a little kind of a brief. Ooh, never mind. Why am I taking that? We're gonna do like a brief kind of run through. I can't remember if like the A, B, and C are the same, but we will check if it is the case they're the same. I probably won't include it. So anyway, let's go check that out and we'll be back. All right, so this is the Falkland Swift. So we've got the Swift 2, Swift 3, and Swift 1. So the main difference, obviously, the Swift 1 has a fuel of 160, hull of 940, cargo capacity of 2,000. I think it's 1,000 because I've got perks. A-class reactor with 29 power, crew of 4, 22 light-year jump range, 760 shields, ballistic laser, and missiles. Now, one thing I will say, this ship is built using merging. If you're not familiar with merging and stuff, you will probably have a difficult time taking this ship apart or adding on to it. That being said, merging is love and life, so I would definitely, if you have this mod already, I would definitely look at like the merged pieces and kind of, you know, take them apart and stuff. Anyway. Then we've got the Swift 2, which has 160 fuel. Is the same fuel all the way? Okay, I know. Same fuel as the 2. Hold a little bit better. Cargo capacity a little bit better. It's got shielded cargo. B-class reactor with 40 power, 23 jump range, 995 shields. And then C is just that, right? So we're going to check out the Swift 1. See how she looks. These ships look absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Like 11 out of 10. If this was we won't actually go down that line. I was going to compare this to a very attractive female, but the only attractive female I know is my girlfriend. So, and I don't make my girlfriend dress up as ships from Starfield. That would be weird. But who would do that? Right. So again, we're making use of interior pieces. I believe this is using the 2. Jesus Christ, Cora, why are you in the closet? What the fuck? All right, fair enough. So this makes use of the 2x2 hab, I believe. The 2x2 all in one berth. Yeah. Very, very cool. Actually, I don't know if it does make use of it. It makes use of the... Got 2 reactors. Reactors are hopping. And then we got... Yeah, so this is obviously using a lot of the pieces that already exist. That toilet. That's a toilet. Got a nice little window there. Very cool. And then this is the bridge. This is what the bridge of the other one looks like. Really, really cool. We got a map. What is it a map of? I don't know what that is a map of. We got a little chair. Yeah, a button. And then... I think that's everything. I'm going to really quickly check the B to see if it's any different. I don't believe it is, but we'll double check and we'll be back. All right, so they are actually different, interior-wise. This is also the Hope Tech version of the cargo. Actually, no, it's not. This is just the standard Hope Tech. Actually, the Swift 2 and the Swift 3 are definitely different. The Swift 3 uses a 3x1. All right, Cora, please don't be in a fucking closet again, because that scared the shit out of me. Oh, you're both in there. Nice. All right, cool. I'm going to leave you guys in there. So is this the same interior? No, I don't think so. Maybe it is. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Again, I'm just kind of doing a quick little... They do make use of this. We got a reactor. Engine. Powers the thrusters. Medbay. Excuse me, Cora. Alright, and then finally we are onto the bridge. Not finally, we know the room. Captain's quarters, very nice. Oh, very comfy bed. And then we got the captain's quarters, or the bridge itself. Alright, now onto the next one. We'll check the C. Alright, now we have the Swift 3. Not only is the interior different, she's chrome. And we all know how expensive chroming is. Chrome plating? Is that a thing? Or is it? Yeah, no. Chrome plating is a thing, right? Yeah, that's a thing. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. Anyway, quick look at this one. This one, I believe, uses the 3x1. Or 3x3. Yeah, this is used 3x2. So this, we've seen this already. The layout of this kind of one here, but I want to just show you around very briefly. Magical. So some of the layout obviously stays the same, like it has this back section with the reactor core and then the 2 engine cores. And then obviously we have these. We got TIE Fighter there. We got that there. That's alright, Gary. You let yourself around. Remember, this is a rental, Gary. We gotta give this back. Can't afford this ship. Oh, we got a control station. Very cool. Like the chairs. And then we got the bridge. Alright, now on to the the new ships that were added. Alright, so now we have the new ones. We have the Kestrel 3, Kestrel 2, and Kestrel 1. So just looking at it, it seems like it's all the same styling. It looks very, very cool. We're gonna be checking out that weapon. I don't know what it says we need. The quad turrets and stuff. All right, let's go check out the Kestrel. So the big difference: Kestrel 1, A class, 160 fuel, 980 hull, 3400 cargo. Then the B has that stat, and then the C has those stats. The chrome is a bit overpowering, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so let's go check out the ship. Excuse me, my good man. I will say I'm getting Millennium Falcon vibes, which is quite cool. I know there's a ship not like them. There's actually a ship that looks like this in the Star Wars universe. I'm a very big fan of a channel called Meta Nerds where they go over like ships and stuff. I'm like, hell yeah. Right, we've got a docking port. Whoa. Okay, we got a cargo ship parts. No. What do we got right here? We got little 1x1 reactor. Another engine room. Oh, is this the... Yeah, okay, double engine room. Triple engine room. That's what you're into, you know, more power to you. And then we have... bathroom. All in one. 1x1. Assuming this will go across. Yeah, this goes across to the actual cockpit. Alright, very, very, very cool. Alright, we'll check out the B and C variant real quick, just to see if they're different. Alright, so the interiors are actually slightly different, so we're gonna go check out. This is the B variant. I believe the B and C variant, so on the A variant, the cylindrical parts are just structural pieces, whereas on the B and C variant, they are actual stuff, as you can see. We've got a cargo area here. Very cool. That leads to nowhere. And what's over here? Is this just our engine room? Is there a triple engine room layout? I don't know why. I mean, maybe from a roleplay point of view, like maybe you need like one of these for each engine. Let me actually. That's not an engine. That's a toilet. Let me just check. Let me look at the ship. Yeah, that's actually, I think, what they're trying to do. Have like one with each engine. That's quite cool, actually. I do like that from like, and it would make sense from a like an immersion point of view. It would make a lot of sense. And then I believe these interior stuff are all the same. Yeah, it's the same here. So now we're gonna check out the C variant and we'll be right back. All right, we're in the C class now. Let's see how she operates. Very different. Oh, they have an actual airlock on this one, which is very cool. And then we have this cargo. Yeah, there's cargo on this side. Oh, it connects though. Haha! I like that. I like that. Like the newer model, you're paying for more like actual premium features like interiors. Oh, and then we have living quarters here. I don't know why they have buttons on them. Like, I don't know what the point of them is, but okay. We got living quarters here. The triple engine room layout over there. Captain's quarters there. All right. Okay, cool. All right, let's take this ship for a spin, see what the weapons are like. The weapons are obviously going to perform the same. They're just going to be statistically different. That sounds like it made sense. All right, let's take off. Yeah, the only real criticism I have of the mod is I don't know what you need to make those turrets. I mean, it could be just the turret perk, but still, that's an issue with some mods with the UI. All right, so we got our weapons, our ballistic weapons. Turrets can't be fired, and then we got just normal missiles. Let me shoot something with these. We have no boost. Oh, we have no engine power. Whoops. Give me all the power to the engine. Alright, cool. Turrets, are you gonna focus? Oh, there we go. Turrets are. Oh yeah, light them up. Light them up. Alright, so the turrets, as you can see, are pretty beefy. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to swap over to the PC, and I'm going to look at the individual habs, and we're going to check them out. We'll be right back. Alright, so we're over on PC now, and we're going to check out all the different habs. So, just for the purpose of this, so with the... If we look at, like, say, for instance, the 1x1 pieces, like, specifically these ones here, the ones where they're kind of split, we won't be looking at these. So we'll be doing the all these 1x1s, and then we'll be doing the 2x1s, the 2x2s. So we won't be focusing on these ones because you can see them. So I'm going to very quickly assemble a little kind of a setup so we can look at all these. We'll be back. Alright, so now we've got all the 1x1s set up. As you can see there, they're all kind of, they're not going to be connected to anything, which means we're going to use free cam to get into them, but you'll be able to kind of look at them from every angle. So let's go check that out. We'll be back. Alright, so we've got free cam toggled on. Let's check the first one. This is what the interior of the reactor would look like. As you can see, you could kind of, I think you could enter from really any angle. You just can't come in from the top or the bottom. Very cool. Next one we're going to check out is this one. This is the, I think this is an engineering room. Again, quite cool. Probably enter this one from the bottom, potentially, without losing, want to lose the minimum amount of stuff. Next one we're going to check is this one here. This is, what is this one? It's like a, I don't know what this one is actually. I think it might be just an all-in-one berth. Again, I feel like if you enter from the top or bottom, you'll probably lose the least amount of stuff from this one. And then next is this one. This is just your empty. Pretty cool though. Next one is, this is the control station. Any little chairs and stuff. This one, like entering from either these sides, either the aft or the stern. Bow or stern, not aft. Bow or aft. Front or back, basically, you'll lose the least amount of stuff. Although you could come in from up or down. And we have this one here. This is the gardening one. Again, so if you come from the port or starboard side, you're not really losing a whole lot as long as you only come from one side. Because you can see here, if you come from this side, you'd lose out on this part here. Then next we have these two. This is the little armory. And then there's your little kind of interior things. So again, I'm assuming if you come up from the bottom, you probably wouldn't lose too much. These lockers, if you came from this side, you wouldn't lose too much locker-wise. And then this one here this is your kind of engine room stuff. So you're not going to be able to connect it from this point here. Honestly, this piece looks like it should be connected here, so you'd basically enter from the front. And then finally, the last one by one is just the empty. Alright, so we're going to go back. I'm going to check the other ones. We'll be back. Alright, so now we've got the setup. So we've got empty A, empty B, and then we've got obviously the armory, all in one berth, control station, brig, captain's quarters, cargo hall, living space, hydroponics lab, and engineering bay. Let's go check them out. Alright, we're here now. Let's check out the first ones. These are the empty habs. Again, not a whole lot here. Connecting them from like this part or that part. So basically, front or back would lead to some interesting kind of walkways. Same with this one here. Next we're going to check. This is the berth, I believe. Yeah, this is the berth. So we got two little beds there, or bed and shelves. Got the bathroom there. A little seating area, and we got two more beds here. So you wouldn't lose a whole lot if you were to connect these via the front and back, or potentially up and down. Next one in the middle is, I believe this is an all-in-one. This is an all-in-one, yes. Very nice. So again, we got a little table here. We got two bunk beds there and there. And we got a toilet there. Okay, not too bad. And then on this side, is this our armory? This is our armory. Got a spacesuit workbench there. Weapon work. That's not a weapon workbench. That is the industrial workbench. Some storage there. And then over here on the other side, we have. Where's the weapon workbench? That's not a weapon workbench, is it? Oh, no, that is the weapon workbench. That is the weapon workbench. My bad. And then we've got a little storage off here. Some stuff here. Again, coming from like up above or potentially down below might be the most beneficial. Next we got these ones. What is this one here? Oh, this is the cargo hold. So cargo area again. Honestly, just coming in from like this angle specifically would probably be the best. The front or back, you wouldn't lose too much. And then this is, what is this one? Oh, this is the captain's quarters. Again, very cool. Little seating area there, a little diorama, bed area, and a bathroom. So this one's an interesting one. I feel like coming in from this angle personally, just because I don't know what this thing here is. But yeah. And then over here we have, this is the brig. So by default you have the three, we got three here. So you could just connect this from the front part here and you're not gonna really lose anything at all. And then we have, is this an engineering room? No, this is the control room. You got two little kind of jump seats there. Jump seats here, that there, and then two more jump seats. Honestly, I would... this is a tricky one, because, like, I like the jump seats. I mean, you could just connect it probably here or here. Basically front or back. Yeah. And then the final ones here is the... What is this one? What are you? I think this is an engine room. It's the engine room. Storage there. And a little workstation there. Again, you could enter here from the front or back. You just lose the fans, which isn't a major thing. And then, is this hydroponics? Yeah, hydroponics here. So with the hydroponics, honestly, you could enter any of these sides here since they're just kind of duplicates. Front or back. Right, so that is all of... Oh no, we got one more. Sorry, I missed it. Hold on now. And then we got... This is a living quarters. Okay, this is living quarters, so... We've got a little office or like kind of like chill area here with a television. Then we have this big kind of chill area here. Oh, where would you connect to? This is actually a tricky one. Where would I connect in if I was coming in? Maybe this side, so you'd lose just this little display potentially. Anyway, let's go check the 3x3s and we'll be back. Alright, so now we got all of the 2x2s. We got the empty B, empty A, brig, cargo hall, living quarters, and then we have the all-in-one 2x3. So let's go check that out. We'll be back. All right, so here we are now. Let's check out the empties. Again, they're just going to be very big areas. You can decorate pretty nicely if you want to, and then this is the empty. Lighting, really, I think is the only difference. All right, so we'll check out this one over here. This is the, okay, it's the all-in-one. Okay, so what is in here? There's nothing in here? All right, there's actually nothing in there. Or is there? No, there's like nothing in there, so you could connect it there and you wouldn't lose anything really. We got the kind of the living area, or like a little eating area. And then a bathroom here. We've got our big little L-shaped area with some seating and some beds. And then we have a little kind of an armory slash workstation here. It leads to another storage. So again, probably the best way to connect that would be here, potentially, or you'd lose the toilet connecting there, but that's not a minor thing, a major thing. I wouldn't connect it here, like this end here, or this end here, because you're going to lose out in some storage. All right, so this is the brig. How does the brig actually connect? Oh, interesting. Okay, that's very cool. So I don't know if I spotted that the first time. Obviously, you've got you've got jail cells here. You've got a bathroom in the middle, jail cell there, and then same again, jail cell there, jail cell there. But you've got a little office between connecting them. That's how they connect. That's very cool. And then on the other side is the same. You got a little shower there, and then jail cell, and then jail cell. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then this one is the, what is this one? This is the cargo area. So again, just connecting it here or there, you're not going to lose a whole lot, honestly. I will say one little critique I have of this, despite this being a kind of a 2x2, it doesn't really feel like a 2x2. It just kind of feels like a 2x1s. Would have been kind of cooler if like this piece in the middle was yeah, like it's not, yeah, you can kind of see through it. There's like nothing there. So essentially, I'm assuming all they did was duplicate the 2x2. It'd be kind of cool if they were like connected, so it kind of gave the illusion of being larger. And then finally we have this is the big 2x3. So this one, you don't want to enter this way or that way, so that's your hydroponics area. Can we enter that way? No, we can't enter that way. Enter here, what do we think? Okay, we enter here, we would lose that. This is our like main area here. Okay, and then got our bathroom there. Beds there, where does that lead? Does that lead out? Okay, so you wouldn't lose much if you connected through here, but you'd be connecting through a bedroom. What about the other side? If we connected here, nah, you're gonna lose the captain's quarters if you connect to it there. What about here? That's actually probably one of the best places to connect it. So connecting the middle, front middle, or maybe back middle. Yeah, front or back middle. All right, so now we're gonna check out the curved pieces, and we'll be right back. All right, so finally we've got all of these pieces. So we've got the empty quadrant pieces. And then this floor we have, these are all the cargo pieces in all 4 orientations. Then we have the living quadrant pieces in all 4 orientations. And then finally we have the empty quadrants in all 4 orientations. I believe that is everything. So we're going to go check this out and then we'll be back. All right, let's go check these out. So these are the kind of the empty, just the kind of going around again. There is connection points to them, so obviously inside you can kind of connect them in between there and there if you wanted to. There's a connection point there. Again, these just basically go around in a circle. You can actually connect them and make like a full loop if you want to. I just separated them so you can kind of see what they look like. Only thing is, there doesn't seem to be any up or down pieces that I am aware of. Let me look underneath. I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Okay, so you might be able to connect them up or down. All right, so next we've got the this is the, what is this? Is it the empty? Okay, so this is, I believe this is the empty. Okay, so this is actually, my bad, this is supposed to, this is the cargo. Again, this is what the cargo looks like with no entrance, but obviously there is a kind of entrance. So you could definitely connect them here or here, or you could obviously connect here, but if you connect here, you're going to be losing a door, and it's kind of the same on the other side, but you're not losing out too much. Again, this is the empty one. I don't know, I must have put it in the wrong order. This is the same here, same cargo area. And same cargo area. Let's go to the next one, which is the living quarters. So living quarters, again, you could connect there. You're not losing a whole lot if it connects to there. And then same on the other, well, you lose a toilet on that side. And then in here we have a little bit of storage. I'm not sure why they just like put some random stuff here but not there. Interesting though. And you can connect them either side here without losing anything major. And then same on the other side. Exact same. You could lose a toilet if you go that way. And finally, that's, yeah. And up on top, these are just the empty ones. You could actually turn these into like some really cool locations with how they're kind of laid out. Obviously, if you connect them, you can connect them there and there. You could make like a full-blown circle. But that is pretty much it, guys. I think the only thing I will say, if the mod author does watch this, which I'm a big fan of your work, my only real concern with it is hopefully the mod author either is doing some extensive testing on Xbox with all this, or they have people that are doing testing. It seems to be running okay for me. Like I said, when I was on Xbox, no crashes, no nothing like that, which is really nice. The only thing is I couldn't tell if there was a slight decrease in performance of New Atlantis just because of the location, and it did seem like trying to spawn some of the parts was a bit problematic. Not problematic, but just if you ever like use like a very intensive let's say for instance, if you ever use you know, modded parts, sometimes if the parts are very complex, you could have issues where like it loads a little bit slower. But yeah, aside from that, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye.